Hey Devin, I just wanted to give you some feedback here in terms of your second write-in assignment. Okay, so I definitely think that you were on the right track on this assignment. I loved the beginning, this first page. It's definitely very visual heavy. I love the design. You know, you got straight to the point over here. I love the writing tip by John Swale, student's perspective. I love all of that. Great job on this first page. However, the second page, then it's just like, then you just wrote an essay. And it just doesn't fit. What you ended up doing here doesn't fit, number one, what a brochure slash newsletter would look like. And number two, it's not user friendly. I mean, if you look at it from a student's perspective, they would look at this and they would basically be like, what is going on in here? Because you went from something that is very, very user centered here, students that can kind of, pick out information, pick out quotes, pick out good information, and then all of a sudden, boom, you're giving them sort of this traditional shock or just a traditional way of giving information in an essay format. So as you think about revising this, Devin, my number one suggestion would be that you've got to present this information about writing with authority, right? The information about the whole concept of the information transfer model versus the constructivist model, right? You've got to present that information in such a way that is in the same fashion like this. You have to make sense of that information for your reader. Right now, a student, if you gave this to them, there's no way that students are going to like read through this and try to make sense of this. They'll be intimidated by all this writing. So I would, again, I would use headings, I would use bullet points, I would use, quotes, but like kind of like what you did here on the side. The design, the attention to the visual design of this newsletter slash brochure needs to be the same, consistent all the way throughout. You cannot present this information like this in a newsletter because, again, basically then all you've done is basically just change the background, but it's basically your typical Word document, a Word essay, right? So you really, again, I think you really were on the right track, but I trust, and I've read this information. I think you've done a good job in picking out some really, really good, valuable information for your reader. My only concern, unfortunately for you, Devin, is that the information has to be presented in a way that's user-centered, in a way that makes sense for the reader. In this case, it would be college students. So again, think about headers, think about fonts, think about quotes on the sides, think about bullet points, think about the visual design. Essentially, think about the way you did this and try to recreate that, obviously in a different way in the next couple of pages. All right, Devin? I hope that makes sense, Devin. Please let me know if you have any questions for me. I would be glad to give you more feedback. Thanks.